you cannot control who is sitting around you on these flights.
Correct.
That is the other thing. I paid for an upgrade to come back from an Irish wedding, which, if you've never been to an Irish wedding, you won't sleep for most of the week. That's like
Irish
a 3-day
meaning in Ireland or an Irish
in
wedding?
Ireland.
Okay.
But if they're like this on the mainland, holla. I had maybe
They
about,
don't serve challah in an Irish wedding.
I'll tell you when I go to Israel.
Okay.
I had maybe about 4 hours of sleep in the past 5 days. And I was like, I'm going to treat myself to an upgrade, which they use the word priority. And all it means is that you are 2 rows in front of the people who have a little bit less leg room.
Right.
So I was like, I'm going for that emergency aisle, which they always, they got to ask if you can handle an emergency, which I just want you to picture me if the shit really hit the fan.
I would like it if the flight attendant, when she's giving the speech, goes, Michelle, can you handle this? Aaron, can you handle this? I don't think you can handle it. Just little Destiny's Child. But go ahead.
I would applaud for that. That'd be amazing.
I would absolutely.
I would be like this. I'm only flying whatever this airline is for the
I'd
rest
buy
of my
drinks
life.
for everybody in that exit row.
Exactly. And that's the other great thing is that you agree to be part of the emergency row. They're like, in case of an emergency, can you help? And I'm like, yes. Can I have 2 gin and tonics?
But I'm already shit-faced.
So that might be a problem, but bring the bar card anyway.
Should I just start with the wheel now? They're like, no! Don't open it now.
So when I open the door, do I kick it out? Do I kick it? I'll just boot it open.
Do I just use my gun and just shoot the window out?
Where'd you
How
get
did
that gun? Ma'am, the flotation device doesn't need to be on you now.
Oh, just my neck
Sorry.
really hurts.
I was rehearsing. I just wanted.
Do I blow into this whistle now?
I forgot my neck pillow. So that everybody, the key of G.
Where did he get that flotation
So
device?
anyway, I do the upgrade. My face hurts today. Thank you, Botox. I do the upgrade, and I get seated next to this guy who I don't know what yokel. Like, I don't even know how you got to Ireland that you're coming back. And every time he talked, he was like, I'm so excited. I've never been on a plane before. I was like, how did you get to Ireland then? How are you coming back?
So he's already a liar.
Yes, you're a liar, sir. But of course, he's seated next to me. And it's one of those 2-seater things, right? And I put my headphones on. I put my hoodie on. All you can see is like this part of my face. I'm just already, I don't want to engage. And he starts talking to me as soon as, this is exciting, isn't it? I look at all this leg room that they give us, and I'm like, all right. This is before we take off, and you think, okay, eventually this is gonna
Settle down.
Yeah. It didn't settle down. This is a 6-hour flight, and it was not settling down. Every time I moved, he'd comment to me about something. I put my little thing on. I'm watching Lord of the Rings, and he's like, and he's like leaning over into my seat and like pointing at what I'm watching. He's like, that Lord of the Rings, that's a long movie now. And anybody who could walk by his chair, it was like, he's hosting his own late night show. He's the Jay Leno of row 15. And he's like, this is great. I'll have one of them ginger ales. Do you know they have ginger ale on the flight now? Do you got any snacks
I'm
up in there?
assuming you don't have like a pack of Benadryl or something to drop in that.
Oh, no, the
drink of
fentanyl, I had to check it.
Okay.
So I had nothing.
Shame on you.
But my wit to deal with this. So and I keep trying to like close my eyes and have a nap, and he keeps trying to interact with me. And I was like, I've never seen something like this before, where I've given you all the cues. I have my headphones on. I have my face covered. I'm looking at something else. My shoulders are turning away from you. I'm looking out the window. I'm doing everything I can, but literally turning my back on this guy. And he keeps, even if I did turn my back on him, he'd be like, hi, you like flying?
He would not have an arm to retract.
So what would
Just
you
saying.
do in this? Now,
I just told you.
What would you actually do? If somebody kept talking to you on a flight like that and they were not letting you, they're total stranger, not reading your signs, not
What
letting you
age
go.
is this person? Because if they're an older person, then I'm going to probably be sympathetic.
He's probably in his 50s.
Okay, no. That's when
Not
you're like,
old enough to know better, but not old enough to get away with this crap.
okay.
So what would you do? Because I'll tell you what I did.
Okay.
But I'm curious what you would have done.
I would probably ask if he had a word quota, and if we have if we've gone beyond it at this point, because I'm going to take a nap, and I'm clearly got my headphones on, and please don't talk to me.
And that's what I did. I said that. And I am not a confrontational person when it comes to this kind of stuff. The less I engage, the better. But this guy is not getting the memo.
You're not friends. We're not
We're not
friends on this.
I bought this seat, sir. That's all.
Yeah.
We are on Aer Lingus, which is a really unfortunate name.
Unbelievably terrible name.
Airline. But I'm on this thing. And so I said to him, I literally was like, Hi. I was Alexa from Schitt's Creek, or I was like, here's what. I am running on no sleep, and you keep trying to talk to me, and I just need to not. I need you to not. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I did not know. Okay, great. So I addressed it head on. Like, sir, please stop talking to me. I am on this flight for 6 hours. I need to not. I settle down. 2 minutes later. You know, I'm real sorry about that. I didn't know that I was talking to you. Well, sir, you still, see, here's what. You're still doing it. A minute goes by. 2 minutes. I was just so excited to be on this flight. And I just, whenever I fly, I just think it's such a fun experience. I was like, oh my God. Please stop.
I would have pushed for the waitress in the sky to come over and say, can anyone switch with me? I just need to sleep. I don't feel well. That's what I would.
But then it's like we're already an hour into the flight. Who's going to want to take all their stuff and move? And it's a full flight.
This is an Oregon Trail. You have one check-on bag. Like, everything is underneath the fucking plane. Someone can move.
I thought that by doing what I was doing, it would have taken care of the problem.
Then you yell at this person, and no one likes to be yelled at and shamed in public.
That's what happened, Patty.
Well, no, you did.
No,
it
kept getting worse. It kept getting worse. And so to a point where I was like, please stop. Please stop talking to me. Please stop. Please. You keep talking, and I just need you to not talk to me. That's as loud as I got. And then it settled down. And then it kept happening. And I am not joking when I kept telling this guy to please stop talking to me, and he kept talking to me. It was like I unlocked some new level of hell.
And you didn't ask for the flight attendant in the sky?
No, I didn't think to like bring another person into this.
But everyone has already heard you, right?
I don't know. People are tuned out. They have their own stuff on. But I'm like, sir, please make it stop. Please stop. Stop talking to me.
So you're exhausted. You have 6 hours of sleep for like 5 days.
Yeah.
I would have just taken my stuff, gone straight to the bathroom and locked it.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And when someone comes in and complains, you say, oh, I'll give you a complaint.
But here's what. I would have gone to the bathroom, knock on the door. It would have been that guy.
Probably.
I'm gonna stop talking now. You can come back from the bathroom. Shut up! Shut up! I need you to stop talking! Stop talking to me! It was not far off. He kept doing that, ratcheting up through the whole flight.
For 6 hours. So
yeah.
How did you get off of the flight?
Yeah, I don't really remember that part. Yeah, like at the end of the flight. So at the end of the flight, he apologized. He apologized for continuing to talk to me, and I was like, "Well, it's too late now, because the flight is done." And weirdly, Finola Flanagan was on that flight with me too. I was like, "Where's Finola?"
Who the fuck is Finola?
She's a famous Irish actress that is apparently not famous to everybody. Where's Finola Flanagan?
Oh.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.